The latest buzz around the Patriots revolves once again around Stefon Diggs, whose situation continues to evolve amid the ongoing OTA letters. This story keeps twisting and turning, and the team is still figuring out how to navigate the wide receiver status as voluntary workouts proceed. Diggs remains absent from the organized team activities, sticking to individual practice sessions, which isn't unusual given the voluntary nature of this time of year and his veteran status. But what has everyone talking is the clause in his contract that could allow the Patriots to walk away from the deal entirely if they decide the situation with Diggs is more than just a minor hurdle. Signed to a 3-year contract worth nearly $70 million, with more than a quarter of that guaranteed. There's a catch that until Diggs passes a full physical exam, the team technically isn't on the hook financially. That nuance has sparked a lot of speculation and chatter, especially after some comments, or rather the lack of comments, from Mike Vrabel about the whole saga. Behind closed doors, it seems there have been talks between Vrabel and Diggs, but nothing concrete has come to light publicly, leaving fans and analysts to piece together what's really going on. Diggs' talent level remains unquestioned. He's undeniably one of the premier wide receivers in the league, and the Patriots clearly made a statement by investing heavily in him. The question is whether any off-field issues, perceived or real, will overshadow what he brings to the field. For now, it seems the team is willing to be patient, letting the veteran complete his rehab and hopefully pass that physical to get back on the field and become the #1 target that quarterback Mac Jones desperately needs. The wide receiver competition on the roster is fierce, with about a dozen players vying for limited spots. Aside from Diggs, there are a few locks, including returning free agents and draft picks who have impressed during OTA letters. Mookie Hollins, who came in as a free agent, and returning players like Kendrick Bourne, alongside the third-round rookie Kyle Williams, are all in the mix. The depth at wide receiver means the Patriots might be forced to make some tough decisions, and names like Keyshawn Boutte have surfaced in trade rumors, although nothing has materialized yet. Boutte, a late-round pick with a first-round grade at LSU earlier in his career, showed flashes last season, even flirting with the idea of being Jones's go-to option at times. But with the crowded roster, he's considered somewhat expendable, especially with younger players like Jalen Puckett and Javon Baker also pushing for playing time. Interestingly, Mike Vrabel has noticed Boutte's improved conditioning this off-season, praising his attitude and willingness to adapt to new coaching methods. This development could help Boutte's chances to stick around, as Vrabel values not just raw talent, but also how players respond to coaching and their overall commitment at this point. Boutte looks like he can hold onto a roster spot, but the competition remains intense, especially with undrafted rookies like Effin Chisholm making noise. Chisholm is starting to battle with some of the more established receivers, and his progression will be worth watching as training camp approaches. On the defensive side, there's a fresh face drawing a lot of attention. Rookie safety Craig Woodson, picked up in the 4th round out of Cal. Though he wasn't the highest graded prospect on draft boards, the Patriots had him ranked highly on their internal list and seemed excited about his potential. Woodson is already earning praise from the coaching staff, with his defensive backs coach giving him the nickname the Eraser due to his ability to clean up broken plays and make key adjustments on the field. He's shown a knack for reading offenses and positioning himself to prevent big gains, a skill that's invaluable in today's NFL where passing attacks dominate. At 24 years old and having played 6 collegiate seasons, Woodson brings a maturity that often translates into quick learning and consistency at the pro level, as veteran players like Kyle Duggar work their way back from injury and others like Del Pettis and Jalen Hawkins provide leadership. Woodson's development could solidify the Patriots' secondary depth and give them flexibility in their defensive packages. Meanwhile, on the broader NFL stage, the ongoing contract saga of T.J. Watt with the Pittsburgh Steelers is turning heads and sparking trade chatter. Watt, one of the most disruptive defenders in the league, is seeking a new deal after the top defensive players like Myles Garrett have set new standards with contracts around $40 million per year. Watt's absence from voluntary workouts is no surprise, but the reported negotiations with the Steelers have hit a standstill. Despite an offer on the table, it's not meeting Watt's expectations, and without an agreement in sight, speculation about his future is heating up. If the Steelers hold firm and Watt pushes back, this could lead to a scenario similar to what happened with Trey Hendrickson and the Bengals, where a top player ends up being moved due to contract disagreement and cap considerations. For the Patriots, the prospect of adding a player like TJ Watt is intriguing, especially with their focus on strengthening their defense under Mike Vrabel's leadership. The team has a young quarterback in Mac Jones and a coaching staff that emphasizes defensive prowess, making Foxborough a potentially attractive landing spot for Watt if a deal with Pittsburgh falls DH. Rough, it's not clear how realistic a Watt to Patriots move is right now. But with the Steelers needing to potentially reset their roster and salary cap priorities, nothing is off the table. The next few months will be critical as contract deadlines approach and teams finalize their rosters for the season. Back to the Patriots' current situation. The evolving wide receiver roster and the promising defensive newcomers paint a picture of a team carefully balancing veteran experience with young talent. Stefon Diggs' saga will continue to unfold, but the groundwork being laid during OTA letters shows a franchise committed to building a competitive squad on both sides of the ball. The blend of contract negotiations, player development, and coaching adjustments creates a dynamic environment that keeps fans on their toes. As the preseason approaches, the Patriots' offseason is a roller coaster of developments, each piece adding to the larger puzzle as the team shapes its identity for the upcoming season. While Stefon Diggs remains the focal point of much speculation, the rest of the roster is far from stagnant. The battle for wide receiver spots continues to intensify, with players pushing harder than ever during OTA letters to impress the coaching staff and secure their roles. In addition to Diggs, the presence of seasoned veterans and fresh faces creates a competitive atmosphere that can only elevate the team's overall performance. Mac Jones, still relatively early in his career, desperately needs reliable weapons to spread the field and challenge opposing defenses. The hope is that Diggs can return fully healthy and ready to dominate. But the Patriots are also preparing contingency plans, with emerging talents like Keyshawn Boutte and the undrafted gem Effin Chisholm. Both players have shown flashes of potential, with Boutte making strides in his conditioning and adapting his game to fit new coaching schemes. While Chisholm's raw talent and hunger could make him a surprise contributor, the coach's ability to identify and cultivate these players will be critical as roster decisions loom. On defense, Craig Woodson's emergence is more than just a feel-good story. It reflects the Patriots' commitment to rebuilding a resilient secondary. His nickname, the Eraser, isn't just hype. His knack for cleaning up mistakes and reading the offense adds a safety net that bolsters the entire defensive unit. As players like Kyle Duggar and Del Pettis recover and return to form, the defensive backfield could become a strength the Patriots lean on in crucial moments. Woodson's experience from 6 college seasons gives him an edge in football IQ, which translates into smart plays and sound positioning. The Patriots coaching staff clearly sees him as a key piece in their defensive puzzle, and if he continues to grow, he could become one of the team's reliable starters sooner rather than later. The challenge for Woodson will be maintaining his performance against the league's elite receivers and adapting to the speed and complexity of NFL offenses. However, his progress in OTA letters indicates he is ready to take on that challenge. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to Patriots Hub and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest updates on our New England Patriots, and don't be shy, share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. In a surprising and somewhat controversial move, the New England Patriots have reportedly re-signed offensive lineman YASIR Durant, a decision that's already stirring up whispers around Foxborough. Though nothing has been officially confirmed by the team, multiple sources close to this situation suggest Durant is back in the fold. And if the early reactions are any indication, not everyone is thrilled about it. Durant, who had a brief and unremarkable previous stint with the Patriots, never quite found his footing in New England. His return has left both fans and some within the locker room scratching their heads. While the team is known for giving second chances and finding hidden value in overlooked players, this particular move has been met with more skepticism than optimism. Social media lit up as soon as the news broke, with fans openly questioning the front office's decision, citing Durant's past struggles with consistency and performance. What's more, murmurs from inside the organization suggest that the mood isn't much different among teammates. Some players, according to reports, were caught off guard by the re-signing and have expressed quiet discontent behind closed doors. For a locker room already facing pressure to bounce back after a disappointing season, Durant's return may not be the stabilizing force the team needs. Still, it's worth noting that under Bill Belichick's leadership, the Patriots have never shied away from unconventional roster decisions. Durant may simply be viewed as a depth option, a body to compete in camp, or someone the coaching staff sees untapped potential in. Or perhaps it's a sign of a deeper concern within the offensive line unit. A move made out of necessity rather than faith, whatever the reason. The reappearance of YASIR Durant in Patriots colors has certainly added a layer of intrigue to the team's offseason narrative. Whether this is a short-lived experiment or the beginning of an unexpected comeback story remains to be seen. For now, it's just another twist in the ever-unpredictable world of New England football. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our New England Patriots, be sure to subscribe to Patriots Hub and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.